Just quickly lads, do not take this video too seriously. This video is not meant to be political, it's just meant to be a fun and interesting challenge. Hope you enjoy the video. Brexit has been and remains one of the biggest stories in European politics. With Britain expected to leave the European Union in March next year, I believe it is, I thought it would be an interesting concept to see what would happen if a club could only sign players from England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. We will be taking control of Burnley for today's challenge because when you think of stereotypical Brexit football, you think Burnley. We will be selling every player that is not British. The challenge cannot be completed until every single non-British player is out of the squad. We can obviously only sign players from British nations, and our end goal is to win the Premier League title with a full British squad. It's going to be an interesting challenge, but let's see how we go. This geezer looks like someone you'd see down the pub that's screaming out, Brexit means Brexit. But lads, if you, I just looked at that news headline, Burnley excited about future with hard Brexit. This is so bad. But if you guys do go on to enjoy this absolute piss take of a video, make sure you leave a like on the video and also make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. So this is what our squad looks like to begin with. Obviously you got to get rid of a lot of these non-English or non-British players and just see what we can do. It's going to be a long process, but the first port of call is going to be getting rid of the foreigners. So we've had two player departures here. The Icelandic right midfielder Gudmundsson off to Villarreal for 15 million and Stefan Ward off to Southampton for 2.85 million. And another Republic of Ireland player, another Irish player, Kevin Long off to Norwich for 3.3 million. And we sold Steven Defoe to Bayer Leverkusen for 10 million pounds. Who wants a hard Brexit? Marcus Rashford does. Welcome to Burnley for 27.1 million pounds, Marcus Rashford. And we have sold my Kiwi brother, Chris Wood, to Newcastle United. 11 million pound valuation, but we managed to get 15.7 million pounds out of Rafa Benitez. I mean, I'm pretty surprised Mike Ashley even decided to give us the money or give Newcastle the money to spend. And Ashley Barnes is off to Southampton for 10.6 million pounds. And Robbie Brady is off to the French League as he signs for Nice for 11.5 million pounds. And we have signed another massive English player, someone that I expect to be with us for the entirety of this challenge. It is Dele Alli. We got him for a half decent price, 57 million pounds, but he's going to become invaluable for us as the video goes on. And I honestly don't know how long this challenge is going to take. I mean, financially it might be tough, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I mean, we have absolutely been clearing out the non-Brexit players very fast in this video. Jeff Hendrick, the latest, he is off to Besiktas for 7.2 million. A very handy signing here. He will go into our starting 11 immediately, but Ruben Loftus-Cheek has joined us from Chelsea on a permanent deal. He's used to loans in his time, but now he is here on a permanent deal for 13.2 million. And we have sold our fourth string goalkeeper. Burnley have a lot of goalkeepers, it's pretty crazy, but we have sold Anders Lindegaard to Derby County, the Danish goalkeeper, there for £290,000. And we have made our first Scottish signing. I looked at the name tag on the table where it said hard Brexit, gave me a bit of a chuckle. I don't know why I find these small kind of childish things funny, but anyways, Ryan Fraser joining us here for 13.7 million pounds. I'm going to be playing him at the right midfield spot. So we have brought in a young backup striker. We've sold so many players that I wanted to bring in some squad numbers, but I wanted to make it worthwhile. So we brought in Lucas and Metcha as a backup striker here. We signed him for 1.4 million pounds from Preston at North End. So it's impossible to document in this little wrap up how many transfers we made, but this is our starting lineup now. It's mostly all Brexit worthy. We've got to clear out the whole squad, but let's see how we go halfway through this first season of the challenge. A contract offer to be the manager of Northern Ireland. Now that would be very hard Brexit of a stance for me to take. I'll have a think about it. So our goal for the season needs to be survival. If we get relegated, it's going to make our life a whole lot more difficult. Right now we're 3 points out of the zone with Brighton, Southampton and Fulham occupying those spots, but we could easily be down there. And so could Arsenal. We're ahead of Arsenal. That is very odd to see. Man City dominating the league so far. And I mean, given our opening window splash of the cash, we're not going to be able to bring in any hard Brexit players in this window. The squad's growing, but our main concern needs to be survival. Let's not get relegated in the first season, yeah? Although it would be nice to join our fellow hard Brexit aficionados, Stoke City and West Brom in the Championship, but we'll wait for them to come back up and take over the Premier League. Also, I'm making a rule that every time I say the word hard Brexit or the phrase hard Brexit, you have to have a drink. A drink of cordial, a drink of water, nothing, not what you're thinking. I don't promote that. At least not if you're of legal age. Why do I feel like I'm setting myself up for so many lawsuits making this video? Oh god, Jared, what are you doing with yourself? Alright, so we have survived. Barely 6 points ahead of Fulham, Brighton and Cardiff. All of them going back down to the Championship. So we survive and we look to build again for a better season next year. Add a few more pieces, get mid-table, whatever. Whoa, Man City have had a terrible second half of the season. They went from being 10 points clear to losing to Liverpool. Liverpool win the Premier League. I thought it was a lock for Man City. Fair play to them. So that's season 1 done and dusted. Let's add more of our English, Irish or Northern Irish, Scottish and Welsh friends to the side in season 2. Let's see how the hard Brexit continues with Burnley. We bring a Scotsman in to fill up the left back position. To kick off season 2, we're going to sign Andrew Robertson from Liverpool, a great pickup. We signed him for 28.6 million. And we have sold Vydra to Besiktas for 10.4 million pounds. And Jimmy Dunn is off to Fluminense for, I think it was 1.4 million pounds, something like that. Yeah, 1.45 million pounds. And Naki Wells is the latest player to leave. He's off to Racing Club for 1.4 million. And I have sold one of my fellow Australian brothers, a fellow convict of mine. It is Aidan O'Neill. We've sold him to Sivaspor for 1 million pounds. And we have made a slight upgrade at the striker position. I couldn't go out yet and get somebody like Harry Kane or a big starting striker, but we have gone ahead and got Callum Wilson from Bournemouth, 15.7 million pounds. And we have decided to sell Joe Hart to Watford for 7.9 million pounds, just because the whole thing is to make sure we have no non-English players or non-British players in the squad. It doesn't mean we can't sell British players to get money in. So, best of luck at Watford, Joe Hart. And we have brought Kieran Trippier back to the club where he made his name. He is back to Burnley. The former Tottenham player signs for, I believe it was 14 million plus Loughton, our former right back. So welcome back to Burnley, Kieran Trippier. So another busy window of Brexit business. Robertson, Wilson and Trippier into the club, and then a number of players out of the club, but we've definitely improved on the squad. Let's see how we're shaping up halfway through the season. Okay, we're sitting in first position, which makes me think that I should probably clear out every single non-British person in our squad this window. I'm not sure how many we have left, but technically we're in with a chance, or we're in a very good spot to complete the challenge and win the Premier League. I was not expecting that. I mean, it's helped us that a lot of the big clubs are doing absolutely terrible, but let's see what we can do in this window. I don't know if we're going to be able to sign anybody, but let's see if we can sell some players. So I've just gone through our entire squad, and it turns out I've already sold all the non-Brexit worthy players. I mean, even players like Koike, I thought he might be Swedish or Swiss or something. He's English. This bloke here, he's English. Yeah, our whole squad is English. Or, yeah, British. So, technically, if we won the Premier League this season, we complete the challenge. Let's see if we can hold on. And I mean, we're probably going to struggle to sign anybody worthwhile for this transfer window. So yeah, no business done for us. I am skeptical whether this can be the side that delivers us the challenge result. I still think there's a lot of work to do, but you know what? The powers of Brexit might help us get over the line. Let's see if we can win the league. So, yeah, we dropped off a little bit. Still a very good season, much better than I expected. I'd probably put that down to players like Rashford and Dele Alli stepping up and Robertson, but we finish in 5th position, which definitely fills me with a lot of confidence for the next season or two, that we can definitely at least get into that sort of title challenging range. 11 points off this season, but still overall happy with what we've done. Huddersfield, Aston Villa and Leeds United, however, they cannot be happy with what they've done. So definitely a contrast compared to what we saw in Season 1. Season 1 almost saw us relegated. Season 2 almost sees us complete the challenge. I'm interested to see what the 3rd season has in store for us. A centre mid signing here as we bring in Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to the club. The former Liverpool and Arsenal man signs for £34.1 million. We're going hard in this window. John Stones arriving from Manchester City for £37.6 million. And we have sold Charlie Taylor to Hoffenheim for £10.9 million. And we have sold Nick Pope to AS Monaco. Time to upgrade at the goalkeeper position. £20 million, not a bad price at all. And we splashed the cash, spending more than I would have liked to, but honestly, Jordan Pickford's the best prospect in terms of goalkeepers we could have got, so it makes sense to pick him up. Already 85 rated. Welcome to Burnley for £51.7 million. I almost said Jack Butland. Jordan Pickford, welcome to Burnley. So, a lot of big business made here. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Stones and Pickford, big pickups. Taylor and Pope out of the club. And I mean, I'm interested to see what we can do in this season. I think we need to make a good striker signing. Probably going to look to go for Harry Kane next season if we don't win this season, but we'll cross that path when it happens. Yes, lads, so we're halfway through the season and we are exactly in the positions we want to be. We sit in 2nd position, only behind Liverpool through goal difference. So if we have a good second half of the season, we might just complete the challenge. Hopefully we don't fall off like we did last season. But obviously a lot of good competition around us. I feel like we're at least a world-class striker like Harry Kane away from completing the challenge. And we're not going to be able to do any significant business in this window either. A bit of a trend is just to spend all of our budget in the opening window, and I've done almost that again. But we have decided to sell Vokes to Bournemouth for £9.3 million. And we're going to sign a new right midfielder. He might not go into the starting lineup, but James Ward-Prowse is going to be a fantastic backup option in terms of whether we get injuries to Fraser or Rashford goes down and we need to put Fraser on the other side. So welcome to Burnley, James Ward-Prowse. So 1 man in, 1 man out for this January window. James Ward-Prowse into the club, Vokes out of it. Our British Brexit side is coming along nicely, but will it be enough for us to win the Premier League title and complete the challenge in the 3rd season? We're about to find out. Damn it, we dropped off again. We finish in 4th this time. Liverpool and ourselves were the 2 teams leading the league. We dropped off, but Liverpool have absolutely nosedived. They finish in 6th. Man United winning the Premier League title again. We're getting there. We're getting so close. I think Harry Kane and maybe another signing will get us that Premier League title we're hoping for, but that is frustrating that we fell off so much. Alright, so that's the end of the 3rd season. We're slowly but surely getting there. I'm having a great time making this challenge. I hope you guys are as well, but let's see if Burnley Brexit football takes another step and takes the title in the 4th season. A huge signing here to kick off season 4. I was unable to sign Harry Kane, so I'm quickly going to talk to you guys what my game plan is going to be. So Marcus Rashford's going to move to the left mid spot up to striker. Then we're going to look to sign a new left midfielder, and I'm going to sign a new right winger / right midfielder in Raheem Sterling. He joins us here at Burnley for £70 million. And we've gone and brought ourselves in that left midfielder we were looking for, Ryan Sessegnon. We're probably going to play him at left wing, I should say, move them up a little bit further. But we signed the former Fulham man who was at Crystal Palace in this save for £32.8 million. And we have sold Ben Mee to AS Roma for £12 million. I'm making a real good habit of stretching the budget in this video, and we've done it once again. Harry Maguire coming to Burnley. I think, didn't he used to play for Burnley? I've just realised that halfway through it. So, no, he played for Hull, didn't he? Hull City. So, regardless, Harry Maguire at Burnley, £27.3 million. 3 big players into the squad: Raheem Sterling, Ryan Sessegnon, and Harry Maguire. Ben Mee out of it. Will this side be able to win us the Champions League title, or do we need some more work done to it? Let's check in on the progress halfway through the 4th season. So, on the 1st of January, halfway through the season, we're in a good position. We're not killing it. We're top of the table, yes, but we're only 1 point clear. Chelsea could easily be first by the next game. There's a lot of teams chasing. I mean, all the way down to, I'd say, Crystal Palace are still in the title race. So there's a lot on the line, a lot still left to do. But hopefully this is where we finish the season. So, no surprise, we signed so many players in that first window. We had no cash really to get any business done in this window. So now we have to see if this side can continue the mission we had half finished and win the Premier League title. We've got a few little injuries, Loftus-Cheek and Stones. They should be alright for the long term. Let's see if we complete the Brexit challenge in season number 4. God damn, lads, we choked again. I really thought this was the season we were going to complete the challenge, but we finished in 3rd position. Arsenal winning the league. Our main priority next season needs to be Harry Kane. We've got every other good option in English football right now. I could go for Gareth Bale, but he'll probably be like 84 rated or something. But really frustrating second half of the season. Stoke, Fulham and Leeds all relegated, but let's get into season 5. Season 5 begins with an upgrade to the right back spot. It is going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold, now 85 rated at only 23 years of age, joining us at Burnley. He signs for £38 million. And a new centre midfielder coming in here, Harry Winks, originally from Tottenham. He was playing at Werder Bremen in this save. We managed to sign the 84 rated midfielder for £43 million. And we have signed Sam Johnson from West Brom for £12 million, simply as a backup goalkeeper option, because if we didn't have him, it was obviously Pickford starting, but then our next goalkeeper was rated 61 overall, so makes sense to bring in a little bit of insurance. A highly impressive window. We've bought just about every top quality English talent besides Harry Kane. We're not going to be able to afford him this season, but Trent Alexander-Arnold, Harry Winks, Sam Johnston into the club. The starting 11's looking mighty fine. Will this be the season that Burnley finally win the Premier League and Brexit football takes over England? Let's find out the progress halfway through. Alright, so we are definitely in a position we want to. We're a little bit further points away, like points-wise, than I would have hoped to be, but we sit in 2nd position, 7 points behind Manchester United, hoping that we can leapfrog them and win the challenge, but we've got a bit of ground to make up. We've got a little bit of money to spend this window. Hopefully we can find somebody to buy that would improve our squad, but let's see what we can do in January. So we have spent £41.1 million bringing in Kieran Tierney from PSG. I know originally he's from Celtic, but he went to PSG. He's a very versatile player, can play left back, left mid, left wing back, centre back, and it's probably the latter where I'm going to use him. Probably going to put him in at centre back, but we'll see how we go. Welcome to Burnley regardless. Tierney in, nobody out. Will it be enough to see us claim the Premier League title, or will we have to shockingly move on to a season 6? We're going to find out. Man United, we're coming for you. Get in there, fellas. We did it. It was an extremely tight Premier League season, but we have completed the Brexit challenge with Burnley. A full British squad, able to win the Premier League. It took us 5 seasons, took us a very long time, but we scraped through on the final day. We took down Brighton and we took down Spurs. We win the Premier League. That is challenge complete. It's a battered and bruised starting lineup, but lads, this is the squad that took us to glory. Not a single non-British player in the side. Even some of these last names that you might think aren't English certainly are. And we've done the challenge. So if you guys enjoyed this Brexit challenge, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. But most importantly, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.